Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to Mommy Trader, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate all you guys being here. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about why good credit matters. And I know that Dave Ramsey always talks about having no credit, or he's not a big fan of credit. And this video is also not going to be talking about how you can achieve good credit, because I have a video coming out on that soon. But more so, this video is about how you can use credit to your advantage when you have good credit, especially if you want to achieve wealth or financial freedom. Whatever your goals are, having good credit will get you there. And so we're going to chat about that today in this video. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell notification button, and like the video, and join us in the comment section below as we have a discussion, because I love talking to you guys down there. So good credit is so important when you are trying to build wealth. It goes far beyond, building up your credit so that you can buy a house. I mean, when you really understand how credit works and what it can really do for you in terms of getting you to your financial goals, it's like seriously a game changer. And one of the things that having good credit will get you, or will allow you to have an opportunity to achieve, is to buy assets. Now, every company on the stock market, every millionaire and billionaire you know or have heard of has debt. But the key thing that they do that most people don't do is that they use or leverage debt to buy other assets that will continue to pay them month over month, or pay dividends, or give them some sort of income. One of the things that we do in terms of, and I'm sorry guys, the long guys are out there, so if you hear them, I am so sorry. They decided to come when I pressed record, so please forgive me. But one of the things that we were using our good credit for was to buy rental properties. We enjoy being landlords. Now, it is work. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Sometimes it could be a pain, but we enjoy the overall process. And the thing is, if you want to get a mortgage for an investment property, which is much more strict than just getting a mortgage for a primary home, well, you have to have stellar credit, because banks are really stringent about who they lend out to, especially right now because of what's going on in the mortgages. The mortgage banks have to have certain quotas on their books in terms of how many investment mortgages they can give out. But to those who do get those mortgages, you have to have great credit, and great credit will get you a great interest rate. I'm telling you guys, having good credit will make the difference between you paying $200 a month, let's just say for an example, or $600 a month, because it's all based on your interest rate. And right now, interest rates are at record low. So that means the better your credit score is, the better mortgage payment you will have. And especially because when you buy an investment property, the banks want you to put down 20% or 25% of the value of the mortgage. And so putting that down plus having good credit just makes your case a lot better. And the great thing about having rentals is that, number one, we are the landlords versus some big corporation who really don't care about the tenant, who aren't empathetic and things like that. We are flexible and we care about our tenants and our homes, and as a result, they take care of the homes and they pay us on time, even during this pandemic. So getting back on track, as you know, I always take tangents. I'm sorry, guys. But we get income month over month with those homes, and buying those assets and buying more rental homes in the near future will allow us to get to our $3 million goal for early retirement, which is in 6 years. You can also use your good credit to get business credit. If you want to have your own company, if you want to have your own side hustle, I know a lot of you are starting to have your own cash stuffing businesses and consulting businesses, YouTube, things like that. And so it's so important, because you don't have business credit established yet. Well, the credit card companies, the banks where you want to get your checking account, things like that, will most likely look at your credit, and you want to make sure that you are the best candidate possible so that you can get the best rate possible. Because I'm telling you guys, good credit, especially if it's like right on that border from being just like excellent to good or from good to fair, will make all the difference. So whatever you can do to kind of push your credit, as more into the win column, will get you much, much, much farther. Another thing that having good credit will do will get you access to credit card rewards. Now, I'm sure you guys probably have heard of the term credit card hacking. Have you guys ever heard of that? Let me know down below. If you haven't, basically, you can access different credit cards you apply at certain times of the month or year, and you can access like a credit card offer that would give you 100,000 miles or 100,000 points. And when you use those points, you can get yourself 2 round trip tickets to a bunch of places, maybe squeeze 3 or 4 out of them, depending on when you go. But you won't be able to get access to those types of rewards or cash back if you don't have good credit. So keeping your credit in check is so important. I would recommend that you make sure that you check in with your credit score. You can get access to a free copy of your credit report. I'll leave that down in the description box below, that link. Everybody is entitled to one. I suggest you always go and check your credit, especially if you don't know what it is. I think everybody should have some type of idea what their credit score is, but you want to know where you are so that you know what your starting point is. I know it can be daunting or scary. Trust me, I've been there. My credit score at one time was like in the 4s. I mean, it was insane several years ago. But because I was able to face that and build from there, now my husband and I have excellent credit where we can go, like for this new rental property that we just purchased, for 4% or 4.125%, which is great for an investment property because the interest rates are higher because they're seen as more riskier loans than, say, your primary mortgages. But yes, credit cards. You can use credit cards to access free trips. I mean, there are many, many people online that have gotten free trips and vacations for themselves or for them and their spouses or partners, sometimes with their family. I can tell you that my husband, when he would travel for work, he used his own card and got reimbursed through his job. And all those points he got from his American Express Platinum card and his Hilton card, we were able to work up to have 208,000 points where we were able to go to Hawaii, me and our 3 children. We were able to go with them. We stayed at the Hilton Hawaiian Village for 5 days, and then we rented a Airbnb on the other side of the island. They call it the North Shore. And this was on the island of Oahu, Honolulu. And we also went to visit Alani while we were there as well. But we were able to stay at the Hilton Hawaiian Village all 5 of those nights in a huge room for free. We literally did not pay a dime. And because we used points to book that trip, we didn't have to pay the resort fee and we didn't have to pay any parking. We literally stayed at the Hilton Hawaiian Village for free. That is what credit card points can get you, and that is what having good credit can get you as well. Let's talk about another thing that good credit can get you, and that's interest, because you can pay less in interest. Now, I did talk about this briefly in the first point I made, but when you have bad credit, you will pay a lot in interest. Leave me a comment down below. What's the most you ever paid in interest on anything, whether it was a personal loan, car loan, whatever it was? I can tell you that the most we've ever paid, and I remember this, was 20.99% on a Citi card. They were charging us 20%, and we would make the minimum payments, but it really wasn't helping us. But when we started to get our finances in order, we started to get rid of the debt, especially the high interest debt, put any extra money we could to that so that we can pay that off and increase our credit score. And I'm telling you, the snowball method, this is something I do credit Dave Ramsey with, and that's the snowball method, because it works. And not only does it work to get you out of debt, it also helps your credit score. And the more that you keep at it, the more that you don't miss any payments, because that's important. Keep your credit utilization down. These all will help you get to that good credit score so that you not only can get a home that you want, but you can actually use good credit to build up several businesses, or maybe use good credit to take advantage of a nice cashback offer on a credit card. These are the things that having good credit can do for you. Also, if you have a child that's going to be going off to college and maybe they don't have enough in terms of grants and scholarships, you want to take out student loans, good credit will help you there as well. But if you have your children who have, a ways to go in terms of college, you can start putting money away in an investing account for them, a 529, an UGMA, a brokerage account. You can do so much with just a little bit, $5, $10 every time you get paid. It all adds up because compound interest is your friend. But like I said, if you have to take out a parent loan for your child, that will help as well. God forbid something happened to the house and you need to access credit, a life emergency, because things happen and you do have to take out a loan, or you may have to get a credit card and take on additional debt. Having that good credit score will make your payments for that much more reasonable versus if you had a negative credit score, and it'll make it more difficult for you to go out and find something when you really need it. You may have to get work done in your house. Maybe there's somebody who had a health scare, cancer, you need to pay something. Having good credit will get you access to so many things when you really need it, because like I said, life happens. I mean, we can have the most best laid plans, but sometimes we need to have access to funds that we may not have for ourselves, that we may not have enough of. And having this good credit will allow you to go get a loan from a bank, or maybe get access to a credit card to float you over or to tide you over for a little while. And having good credit also keep the collectors away from you. You don't have to keep pressing silent on your phone or ignoring phone calls because you got your stuff in order. So I'm really hoping that you guys liked a little bit of these tips that I was giving in terms of why good credit matters. It is very important to have good established credit, because especially these days now, the banks want to see you have a good credit history. They want to see that you've been making your payments on time. They want to see that you have been, like I said, keeping your credit utilization low, and it's usually around 30 to 35% ish, maybe 33% ish, but you usually want to keep it a quarter of your limit. You want to keep your balance at making sure that you pay your minimum payment, and if you can, pay extra towards your car so that you can get that score up, so that you can do more and build wealth, so you can have your businesses and not have to pay so much in interest or have so much headache because you need to access those credit lines and or loans. So let me know down below any comments that you may have. Do you agree with me that good credit matters? Do you think you don't need credit? Let me know. I love talking with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video. Follow me over on Instagram. I post there often. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.